Delaware's transit service, moving forward.
New tonight, it's official. A new transportation center is replacing the old one in Claymont. Plus, a popular airline is suspending most of its flights at a local airport. How you'll be affected. And Delaware has made the top 3 list in a recent survey, and unfortunately, it's not a list we want to be on. Those stories and much more straight ahead tonight on DETV News. Good evening and welcome to DETV News. I'm Matt Ford. Thanks for joining us tonight. Topping the news today, the murder of a local pro boxer. Wilmington police say 36-year-old Samuel Tia, known in the boxing world as Tsunami Sam, was fatally shot the day after Thanksgiving. The shooting happened in Wilmington's Hedgeville neighborhood shortly before 2 p.m. Tia was transported to an area hospital where he later died. According to published reports, the Philadelphia boxer was in Wilmington visiting the mother of his child when he was killed. While social media posts have been flooding in from Philly's boxing community, police have been tight-lipped about details and have not revealed the motive for the crime. And in other news, Delaware State Police are asking for the public's help to solve a crime. Have you seen this man on your screen? Investigators say he entered the Walmart on Jerome Drive in Dover yesterday around 8:15 p.m. and demanded cash from an employee at the money services desk. The bandit implied that he had a gun. The employee complied, of course, and the suspect fled in this silver Nissan Altima with an undisclosed amount of cash. Now, if you have any information that may lead to the arrest of the suspect, you are asked to call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-TIP. 3333. And in other news from Dover tonight, 2 women are behind bars charged with reckless endangerment. Investigators say the 2 women seen here were fleeing from a shooting scene. When police stopped the women, they found that 2 loaded 9mm handguns were in their vehicle. And reports indicate that a 30-year-old unidentified woman was reportedly being shot at but was not hurt. The 2 women are now being held at Baylor Women's Prison in Newcastle. Further downstate, a real murder mystery. It happened in Bridgeville over the Thanksgiving weekend. Police say a 26-year-old man was talking with a large group of people when somebody in the crowd shot the victim. The crowd cleared, leaving the victim, Daquan Lake, in the street. He was taken to a nearby hospital where he later died. Police are asking anyone who may know something about the killing to again call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-TIP 3333. And further north now in Claymont, a new transportation center, Delaware's congressional delegation along with state and federal transportation officials cut the ceremonial red ribbon yesterday. Also on hand was former State Senator Harris McDowell, and for good reason. The center now bears his name. McDowell represented the 1st District, which is home of the $90 million facility. More than half of the funding came from the federal government. About 1,200 commuters use the Claymont site on an average day alone. The new center includes more than 800 parking spaces, EV charging stations, and bike racks. SEPTA trains and bus service for both DART and SEPTA will begin this coming Monday. And in other news, enrollment at Delaware State University has reached a record high, making it the fastest growing HBCU in the country. Fall enrollment numbers show an increase of 3.5% from last year and 23% since the year 2020. And that's not all. DSU graduate students are also up by 7% to nearly 900 students. DSU President Tony Allen says Del State is going in the opposite direction of a national trend. More than 6,400 students are now enrolled, but he hopes to see that number jump to 10,000 by the end of the decade. And thanks to a new state grant program, small businesses can get help boosting global sales. Export Delaware is taking applications now for the program called Compass Grant. Here's how it works. Businesses could be reimbursed for up to 50% of all pre-approved eligible international marketing and travel expenses. Small businesses that have been in operation for at least 1 year can apply for these Compass grants. For more information, contact the website seen there on your screen. And DENREC's surf fishing permits and annual passes went on sale earlier today. The Department of Natural Resources and Environmental Control says passes can be purchased online at their state parks or at their Dover headquarters. Annual passes will set you back $35 for residents and $70 for non-residents. Surf fishing permits are $90 for residents and $180 for non-residents. Senior and military discounts are also available. Now, you may recall from last year that surf fishing permits now require a reservation for peak holidays and weekends between Memorial Day and Labor Day. DENREC says an annual pass allows access to state parks during the season from March 1st through November 30th. Surf fishing permits enable year-round beach driving. An auction of low-digit surf fishing license plates also began November 21st and will remain live at usgovbid.com through Thursday, December 7th. And those of you who've gotten hooked on flying out of the Wilmington airport, well, you're going to be grounded on some flights until the spring. Here's what's going on. Avelo Airlines suspended 8 flights because of scheduled heavy maintenance on 2 Boeing 737 planes. One plane will be worked on while the other continues to fly out of the remaining nonstop destinations. The arrival of a new 3rd plane has been delayed, which forced the airline to suspend more than half of its flights. The 8 flights affected are seen here on your screen. For more details, you can check with Avelo Airlines to find out the dates and times of when these flights listed will resume. Planning to send a holiday gift? Well, if you are, you better plan ahead. Since Christmas falls on a Monday this year, domestic packages should be sent as early as December 13th. That's according to 2 of the 3 largest carriers. The last day for ground delivery by the post office is Saturday, December 16th. For FedEx, it's the 13th for economy delivery and December 15th for ground delivery. UPS recommends checking its website for delivery dates and times. The bottom line is simply plan ahead if you want those packages under the tree on Christmas Day. And speaking of holiday packages, Newcastle County Police are reminding shoppers 'tis the season for porch pirates. To safeguard your deliveries, think about these tips. Consider using Amazon lockers or in-store pickups. Ask a trusted neighbor to pick up your packages for you. Keep track of your packages by monitoring tracking numbers given to you. Have packages delivered to your job that require a signature request, and request that signatures be left out in plain view. And you can also, of course, install a security camera that many of us have at our homes. And last but not least, you're going to want to report any suspicious behavior to authorities. According to a recent analysis by Forbes, Delaware is the 3rd worst state in the country for porch piracy. That's the term given to thieves who cruise around neighborhoods looking for packages to snatch from people's doorsteps. And finally tonight, a look back on the beloved tradition. As always, the annual JC's Christmas Parade was a crowd-pleasing hit over the weekend. The streets of downtown Wilmington were filled with people who come year after year, with this year marking the 59th annual parade. Everyone from the Newcastle County Mounted Police Patrol to the Brandywine SPCA got in step for the walk around the heart of downtown Wilmington. Topping the day off was Small Business Saturday. Stores and eateries remained open with special deals to entice shoppers to get ready for the holiday season. And it was certainly nice to see so many people out enjoying the parade and, of course, supporting our small businesses here in the city of Wilmington. And that's going to do it for this edition of DETV News. Be sure to like and follow us across your favorite social media platforms. With DETV News, I'm Matt Ford. We'll see you again tomorrow night after the Delaware Bluecoats game right here on DETV. We'll see you then.